Okay, that's all what's on the scale of against us. What do we have on the scale that's for us? Well, one of the things we have on the scale that's for us is we actually have 8 billion minds. It's a lot of minds, right? More minds than we've ever had. And all those minds can, in fact, communicate with each other. In principle, any given conversation, more or less, like at least 6 billion, could happen instantaneously. Well, that's super, super new. Like at the level of possibility space, if I just do the network effect, like the Metcalfe law of how much capacity lives inside that possibility space, it's actually substantially larger than the scope of the problem. Okay, that's a very simple geometric proof. If I want to solve the problem, I have to have something where the possibility for solution is larger than the size of the problem. That's straight cybernetics, right? If we can get some sense of the size of the problem, I can say, well, categorically, nothing that we currently have can solve the problem. Is there anything in principle that could? Well, okay, at least in principle, if I could figure out how to get these minds able to interact in some kind of fashion where the possibility is not fully collapsed, meaning the coordination structure of well, I'll just use the language collective intelligence, is not vastly lost if you compare the possibility of what could happen. So that's the question. Like we talk about what is a metapsychotechnology trying to do? And metapsychotechnology is trying to do that. And it's trying to do it recognizing that it's a bootstrapping problem, meaning computationally, we bootload a little bit, but that bootloader creates an upgradient in our capacity for the next iteration to load more, which upgrades our capacity for the next iteration to load more. And there's hopefully a high enough positive exponent in that expanding sphere that the capacity to the actualized capacity reaches the point of being able to respond to the problem domain in the time that we have.